Sorry, the realist here.
As we prepare to sing the national anthem, I would like to remind all gentlemen to remove their hats and all male students to remove their caps. Please stand for the national anthem. As we prepare to recite the Pledge of Allegiance, I'd like to remind all to remain standing. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Everyone. My name is Emily Bartlett, and I am your senior class president. I want to thank all the families, students, and teachers for being here to honor this graduating class of 2020-24 as we step into the new era and bright possibilities. We have several distinguished guests with us to share in this momentous occasion. I would like to thank and recognize them for their attendance, but for many contributions to the success of Catonsville High School. Please stand and be recognized as you're introduced. Our principal, Matt Ames. Dr. Miriam Rogers, superintendent. Mildred Charlie Green, cabinet member. Miss Kyria Joseph, executive director of secondary schools. Miss Robin Harvey, Board of Education member. The Honorable Eric Ebersol, member of the House of Delegates, District 12. The Honorable Alicia Mikowskill, member of the Maryland House of Delegates, District 44. The Honorable Sheila Ruth, member of the Maryland House of Delegates, District 44B. Our assistant principals, Mr. Tom Dugas, Miss Ann Kress, Miss Michelle Landon, and Miss Chrissy Moore-German. My fellow senior class officers, Emery Strockbein, Vice President, Alice Totaro, Secretary, Sanaya Walters, Historian, our senior class advisors, Miss Jill Bartlett, and Miss Tracy Raymer. And the faculty and staff of Catonsville High School who are here today. At this time, I am pleased to welcome our superintendent, Dr. Rogers, to the podium.
Thank you. Greetings, class of 2024, staff, parents, guardian, families, and friends. I want to begin by expressing my sincere gratitude on behalf of Baltimore County Public Schools for your presence today in support of our graduates. Principal Ames and staff, thank you for everything that you have done over the last 4 years to make today possible. To our lawmaker partners, thank you for your dedication and steadfast commitment to Baltimore County Public Schools and your presence here today. Graduation represents the culmination of a journey and the attainment of a goal. Today, graduates, is truly your well-deserved day. 4 years have flown by. You are the very group of students who experience your schooling life change in an instant for grades 8 and 9. Every experience teaches us a lesson. What you should know and be proud of is as different, sudden, and hard as it was, you made it through. You are here. You have the grit, resilience, and determination to succeed. The lesson for you is that you can be flexible, change, and do hard things. With care, all things are possible. Remember that as you walk out into the world. You can and are equipped to navigate your chosen path successfully. As you step out into young adulthood, allow me to elevate 3 simple, critical life principles. Try your best to live by them, and when you mess up, breathe, be kind to yourself, and do better tomorrow. Number 1, work hard. There is no substitute for hard work. Well, you're going to pay now or pay later, personally and professionally, but you must be willing to do the work. Don't believe the hype and try to hack your way through everything. Anything worth having requires hard work. Do your own research because learning is for you and it can never be taken away. Invest in yourself because that will truly make a difference. Whatever it is that you choose to do, work hard. Make sure that what you say and what you do match. Be of strong character. Number 2, stay focused. Everything that you see and read on social media is not true. It's what someone wants you to see. For your own productivity and sense of balance, stop doom scrolling sometimes, put down the phone, and actually do things that bring you joy and closer to achieving the goals that you have set for yourself. Remember to mind the business that belongs to you. Don't feel pressure to always comment. Everything that you think or wonder does not have to be shared. It is perfectly okay to be busy and focused on becoming your best self, growing, building, and thriving. It is right and it is healthy for you to spend your time and attention focused on the things and people who bring you joy, tell you the truth, and make you smile. And finally, ask for help. Communities are incredibly valuable at home, school, and work. If you need something, ask for help. Do not struggle in silence. Reach out to people who you trust for help. Whether it's academic help, life advice, or mental health support, reach out. You currently have Talkspace available to you. I encourage you to check out the positive affirmations, daily meditations, and other helpful resources. Every single college campus has resources available for students, and most employers have employee assistance programs. There is no expectation that you do everything alone, especially adulting. As a matter of fact, the opposite is true. Part of growing up is realizing what you need and how to get it. I encourage all of you to ask for help and support any and every time you need it. As many of you will be developing new relationships for the first time in a long time, please remember, you're always a part of Baltimore County Public Schools. Don't hesitate to reach out to that trusted teacher, counselor, administrator, if you need to, because we'll always be here for you. Once a member of Team BCPS, always a member of Team BCPS. So graduates, that's it, 3 things. Number 1, work hard, there is no substitute. Number 2, focus on things that are real. And number 3, ask for help because we will always have your back. Congratulations to the class of 2024. We're so incredibly proud.
Good afternoon, class of 2024. I'd like to welcome our distinguished guests, parents, families, faculty, and community members who've joined us for the 119th CHS commencement exercise. Before we begin, I'd like to send a special thank you to Ms. Michelle Landon, the class of 2024 administrator, for all of her support of you over the past 4 years. Thank you also to Ms. Tracy Raymert and Ms. Jill Bartlett for being great class advisors. Members of the class of 2024, I'm so proud of all of you. Once again, with your class, the Catonsville way led us here today. That way of doing things is what makes our school unique and so very special. We are a collective community of students, faculty, staff, and families working together. Members of the class of 2024, you are truly some of the most patient and resilient students I've had the pleasure of serving. Here's some evidence of just how much of an impact you've had on our school in the time you've been at CHS. You've been offered scholarships in the total amount of over $20 million. 79% of you will step onto college campuses later this summer. 9% of you will begin a career training. And 9% of you will enter the workforce right away and contribute productively to your community. 3% of you will continue to selflessly serve others as you begin your career in the military. This afternoon, we celebrate your many accomplishments as they culminate into this one final ceremony. In just a few minutes, each of you will walk across the stage and eventually head off in many new and exciting, different directions. Make no mistake about it, though. Regardless of where life takes you, you will always be members of the CHS family. Being part of that family means that we look out for one another, we support one another, and we encourage one another to be, do, and create our best. Members of the class of 2024, I want to commend you for having learned from one another, for having worked hard together, for having accepted one another, and ultimately for having made Catonsville High School a unique and very special place. To your teachers and all the CHS staff, I say thank you for all you've done to get these young people to this point today. To your parents, I say job well done, raising such fine young people, and for the value you have placed on their education. They've brought so much pride to our school. And to you, the class of 2024, I say congratulations, best wishes for the future, and go Comets. At this time, I would like to recognize our valedictorian. Evan Wasser, with a GPA of 5.73, stay here. Evan is going to the Citadel for mechanical engineering and a minor in electrical engineering. At this time, I would like to introduce the salutatorian. Ellen Kapka with a GPA of 5.73, and she's going to Virginia Tech for architecture.
Good afternoon and welcome, distinguished guests, faculty, family members, and the class of 2024. My name is Amora Bradley, and I would like to begin by congratulating my fellow classmates for making it this far in our academic careers. Only the Lord knows how much senioritis has been kicking our butts. Everyone said that high school would go by in a flash. I remember my mother telling me these 4 years would go by like it's nothing, and my aunts collectively saying, Amora, you're going to blink, and then you'll be walking across the stage. Many of you have probably had similar conversations, and you may have thought middle school felt like a decade. I'm sure high school would feel like a century. Newsflash to us all, it didn't. And as much as it pains me to say, Mom, you were right like always. But sometimes I wonder if time was moving as slowly as we thought, or did our childhoods just go by too fast? We breezed through elementary school as we ran around our playgrounds, or perhaps fought our annual boys versus girls war until we could no longer battle amongst ourselves. Before we knew it, we were starting high school. And let me tell you, our first day of classes on a Chromebook staring at black screens was no fairy tale. It was frightening to think that we would be stuck in masks forever behind a clear divider. Fortunately, that fear was soon erased by pep rallies, musicals, sports, and yes, even classes. Soon enough, homecomings had become proms, and our spirit weeks will become our senior week. Our ninth grade selves would have struggled to imagine progressing from being isolated from one another in our homes to sitting together in this arena today. Now we gather here and wait impatiently to push our tassels to the left sides of our caps. We've gotten through so much, not only as individuals, but also as an extended family. As we move on to our next endeavors, I want you to remember one thing. Although the future is unpredictable, there will always be a chance to craft it into something beautiful. Even if life may seem to move too fast, don't forget to take the time to reflect on the places you come from and how they can guide you towards the places you will go. Once again, congratulations, class of 2024. Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome, distinguished guests, faculty, family members, and the class of 2024. I'm Ellie.
And I'm Allison Kapka.
And we're one of the 9 sets of twins in our graduating class. Somehow, we made it here today without any major disruptions.
Knock on wood.
Our high school journey has been nothing short of unpredictable. Starting our freshman year virtually, hearing the news of the Queen dying, watching in shock as Barbie got snubbed at the Oscars, and rounding out our luck with FAFSA delays. If we've survived the past 4 years, we can do anything.
As we transition from our childhood to adulthood, we face many important decisions, including who do I want to be? And do I really need to go to Target today?
Of course you do.
We want to tell you that it's okay to not have all the answers. We have budding engineers, teachers, and service workers among us, but we also have many who don't know where their paths will lead, myself included, which is perfectly fine. We are confident that our experiences at Catonsville High School have prepared us to make tough decisions and to succeed in our future endeavors.
Reflecting on what we've learned, not just at CHS, but throughout our 13 years in school, we were reminded of a poem from 2nd grade. Back then, it seemed like fantasy, but now it relates perfectly to the current stage of our lives. The poem is Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein, and this is the middle stanza.
Let us leave this place where the smoke blows black and the dark street winds and bends. Past the pits where the asphalt flowers grow, we shall walk with a walk that is measured and slow, and watch where the chalkway arrows go to the place where the sidewalk ends.
This is where our sidewalk ends and our new path begins. Although we may have had more wines and bends in our journey than others, we've all made it here today. Now, instead of looking for another sidewalk to follow, create your own path. Volunteer at a soup kitchen. Be the first person on Mars. Develop a game that's better than Papa's Freezeria.
No matter what you choose to do, make it meaningful. And remember, even as we explore our own paths, we will always have the sidewalk that connects us to one another and to CHS. Congratulations, class of 2024. Thank you.
Ms. Harvey? It's my pleasure, or it's my privilege to present to you, stand. The class of 2024 for the conferring of diplomas.
Good afternoon. As a member of the Board of Education of Baltimore County, I certify that these seniors have met all the requirements set forth by Baltimore County Public Schools and by the state of Maryland. Therefore, by the power vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2024 to be graduates of Catonsville High School. Congratulations.
Evan Lee Wasser. Ellen Mary Kapka. Ellen K. Bartlett. Emery Sebastian Strockbein. Alice Eisman Tataro. Sanai Natasha Rose Walters. Amora Salim Bradley. Allison Jean Kapka. Mapalo Choang Applewhite. Maya Antoinette Brown. Georgina Rose Kashani. Martin Peter Kashani. Maxwell Joseph Gittner. Gerald Isaiah Johnson. Alina Lynn Sokoleski. Abigail Hope Tartle. Malachi Riley Vallon. Kylan Charles Healy Yeselonsky. Benjamin Jeremy Yoder. Atoria Ariel James. Katie Lynn. Alexander Garrett Yoder. Caitlin Joy Atwood. Ivana Oema Awue. Isabella Linda Bianco. Nathan Joseph Hine. Cole William Lovell. Lauren Elizabeth Yurkovich. Kelly Ray Cunningham. Harain Nadim Abbasi. Zion Latrell Adams. Wendell Bertram Alcorn IV. Zara Sharif Ali. Yusuf Adam Altari. Helen Heron Altari. Emmanuel Kwabena Amoko. Dante Cleme Anderson Jr. Nicholas Charles Andrews. Mary Ellen Angel. Lillian Evelyn Antonelli. Charles Mark Apanis. Sophia Rose Aquino. Samantha Reyes Moreno. Punya Aurora. Salim Zariah Asmalash. Emmanuel Indishaw Asifa. Titna Gibri Asifa. Connor Girion Atkins. Ahmed Iqbal Awan. Farhad Azar. Karzan Heyman Aziz. Manam Khan. Jaden Jean Barrera. Harris John Barshik. Patricia Elizabeth Barth. Julia May Berman.
Tyrese Cameron Baxter. Joshua Beasley. Alexander Robert Belinky. Brandon Isaiah Bellamy. Ariana Marie Benoit. Jonathan Michael Berkeley Jr. Belinda Rose Bernard. Cheney Brooke Beddick. Hunter Joseph Byerly. David Bick. Paige Danielle Blackburn. Weston Gray Blottenberger. Thomas James Bolster. Isaiah Thomas Briscoe. Sean Andrew Brochart. Clarice Lynn Brown. Shannon Joseph Brown. Christina Renee Buchanan. Ella Rose Buckley. Simon Adrian Butler. Megan Kathleen Campbell. Maya Avery Campbell. John Devin Costilla Cartwright. Liliane Grace Catalano. Taylor Jacob Caldill. Cam Joy Charles. Muna Natalie Chidimaha. Alexis Nicole Clark. Peyton Joseph Coates. Jasmine Deshay Coleman. Mackenzie Claudia Faye Collins. Hannah Catherine Cook. Nasser Marlo Christian Cornish. Chase Vespa Crosby. Dante Damone Daly Jr. Joseph Nong Dahl. George Edward Darby. Bryn Walsh Davis. Wade Christopher Davis. Andrew Joseph Dawsey. Harrison David Dean. Faith Marie Diley. Natalie Brooke Deppy. Amarian Jesse and Dairy Saint. Catherine Marie DeWitt. Nashawn Cameron Dickerson. Micaiah Brianne Douglas. Colin Patrick Droham.
Lawrence Allen Durant Jr. Rohale Durrani. Ashley Nicole Eberly. Adam Jonah Elder. Nicholas James Embry. Destiny Michelle Irwin. Anderson Enrique Escobar Mejia. Lamberto Espino Mendoza. Eric Etheridge Jr. Toby Charles Everlith. Arisha Farouk. Abba Violette Farquhar. Kayla Alexis Faust. Bronte Bridget Fulner. Ryan Joseph Finley. Casey Lynn Fisher. Mikey Fitzpatrick. Zachary Carl Florian. Charlize Olivia Foote. Jara Tania Ford. Garner Nelson Fox. Marley Elizabeth Freeman. Amelia Ruby Fudula. Kyrie Darnell Gardner. Caitlin Marie Gaylord. Taryn Shane Gibson. Abdur Rahman Gill. Chance Nicholas Glenn. Andrew David Gillespie. Braden Michael Godwin. Rithik Chithranjan Gohel. Drew Calvo Goodwin. Alec Roberto Gordon. John Francis Gorski. Allison Margaret Gosden. Robert Luis Gould III. Ryan Matthew Graham. Hannah Marie Green. Tyler Alexander Gregory. Tyree Anthony Gregory Jr. Tavion Nasir Griffin. Emerson Rose Grubb. Amanda Joan Guidi. Riley Matthew Gutberlet. Sam Habte. Noami Tetmik Hadash. Ali Dua Muhammad Hafi. Molly Marie Harding.
Natasha Mariah Harding. Jalen Anthony Harris. Kaiwan Alexander Harris. Mohammed Hasnain. Fahid Salam Hassoun. Brianna Hausler. Jackson Albert Hayes. Austin Granville Haywood. Riley Michelle Hebron. Yamaya Desaya Hedges. Jack Matthew Highland. Olivia Rose Heredia. Alan Hernandez. Christopher Reynolds Scraby Harold. True Zayo Herpin. Sebastian Elijah Hicks. Leo Gregory Hill. Miley Darius Hill. Catherine Quinn Hoffmaster. Sing Cian Hoy. Rosalie Piper Holton. Jasmine Justine Hoover. Alexander Xavier Hust. Hung Ba Huyn. Armel Jesse Ishimwe. Mia Michelle Isaguar Villadares. Nehemiah Hosea Jacobs. Jude Justin James Jr. Molly Kathleen James. Samantha Jean Jankowski. Grace Elizabeth Jarbo. Finn Kathleen Sarborn Jenkins. Gabriella James Jenkins. Jalen Philip Jenkins. Chunlin Gia. Kanaya Denise Johnson. Ryan Andrew Johnson. Miracle Shantae Johnson. Olivia Lucille Johnston. Faith Miranda Jones. Fatima Uzura Jones. Kalia Isis Jones. Charlotte Ann Kearns. Morgan Ruth Keating. Noah David Kennedy. Mosab Harun Khan. Mohammed Amir Khan. Najia Amira Khalifi.
Musa Koltiyami. Alex Kite. Noah Tristan Kite. Emma Jeanette Kikalo. Abraham Jung Chul Kim. Benjamin Edwin King. Eliza Bean King. Phoenix William King. Jonathan Alden Kitchell. Alan Carl Cohel II. Jacob Matthew Kalerick. Vung Sign Kopp. Emma Kovacs. Natalie Morris. Leah Andrea Lansdowne. Tara Ann Lapushnik. Jacob Larea. Elaine Marie Lascaris. Sarah Marie Laddie. Daniel William Lauer. Kaylee Grace Leonard. Joyle Lejeune. Edgar Alexis Lemus Valdez. Ian Linsmeyer Lepsy. Abria Shalisa Luis. Janie Marie Sinai Lizama. June Za Leanne. Kevin Lynn. Alexa Danielle Lindley. Isabella Grace Loza. Dianara Geraldine Luca Delgado. Benjamin Michael Macis. Sydney B. Ma. Caden Joseph Mayer. Martell Samuel Maith. Qui Mana. Jeffrey Leonel Martinez. Eshawn Malkin. Lily Meg Maupin. Rexy Rose McAllister. Braden Russell McCormick. Trayvon Anthony McNeely. Jalen Anthony McNeil. Catherine Julissa Medrano Chica. Raynell Christine Meganson. Jamie Michelle Mendez Reyes. Joy Susan Menke. Me.
Heidi Ann Middleton. Logan Elizabeth Mikulowski. Dax Forstier Mikow. Maeve Catherine Miller. Jason Rowan Milnor. Cole Jacob Minke. Saida Safia Mohammadi. Muzan Safidan Sadiq Muhammad. James Thomas Millette. Maxwell Glenn Mumford. Ufra Mumtaz. Thomas Henry Mondroff. KP Tung 9. Allison Learbeth Navarrete Diaz. Marvelous Cheuza Unduka. Catherine Michelle Nebe. Edgar Giovanni Noguera. Matthew Allen Norris. Grace Savannah Novak. Tosanmi Sarah Ogunbayo. Yinka Tosin Ogurbaisen. Joshua Paul Ort. Michael Jonathan Owens. Ao Emmanuel Oye Ide. Yin Pan. Tyron Cameron Parker. Dash Heron Patel. Kyle Patterson. Nicholas Eugene Piercy. Violet Elena Palusi. Reginald Lamont Pierce Jr. Daneja Brianna Pinnell. Sorry. Logan Marie Pinner. Lauren Isabella Post. Ava Corin Pound. Julia Kai J. Pryor. Amelia Rachel Pulliam. Stephanie Nicole Quintero Reese. Sophia Sferin Quirk. Morgan Antoinette Randolph. Elon Mengistu Raya. Abdul Raymond. Lucy Reese Raymert. Liam Oliver Reichland. Morgan Rachel Reed. Jack Wren. Amira Janae Reyes. Anna Flossie Rock Oliver.
Corey McQuell Rideout. Mia Hope Brigatuso. Leah Bell Rose Riley. Cash Walker Rinks. Drew Carson Ritter. William Wiley Robertson. Shalone Julius Robinson. Willow Marie Rohrbaugh. David Roman III. Andy Romero Chicas. Alexander Joseph Romo. Kenya Alexandra Roque. Matthew Eugene Rosenboom. Jacob Christopher Ruffin. Leanne Dylan Sadie. Sarish Binte Sadi. Bushra Samdani. Biak Veal Sang. Giovanni DeMarcus Lee Santiago. Michelle Santos. Christina Beverly Schaefer. Nicholas Gregory Shraven. Jay Shami. John Shami. Ling Sheng. Jacob Cole Sherwin. Mariah Monet Shields. Joshua King Sims. Janie Ann Simpkins. Anjpreet Singh. Braden Kyle Smith. 2024! Jalen Michael Smith. Michaela Ariana Smith. Vivia Celestine Rose Smith. Kia Smoot. Brady Allen Sparks. Angelina Rosario Speaks. Kimani Christina Spears. Cadence Aurora Tatiana Marie Spicer. Wyatt August Sponseller. Damon Scott Spriggs. Samuel Stein. Austin Paul Stinchcomb. Kristen Marie Stout. Riley Helena Stromberg. Miriam Emily Steisley. Sarah Brooke Sulin. Summer Rebecca Sulin. Addison Jade Sullivan.
Cody Michael Swartz. Sammy Swain. David Joseph Dennis Sweetboxer. DeAndre Taekwon Taylor. Lindsay Christine Taylor. Madeline Grace Taylor. Iyobe Tesefe Tefera. Quinn James Tensa. Siang Ta. Alna Shabu Thekaneth. Kelsey Noel Thomas. Boyzathong Tenpaw. Kate Corson Tolton. Moise Tokir. Zane Monroe Tremper. Tung Cap Tung. Carl James Tweedale Jr. Damian Michael Tyler. Moses Mungza Uk. Seda Alicia Ballesteros Aguilar. Alfie Christopher Balichucan Valerde. Luke Dia Vinson. Sophia Jean Vogel. Noah Zachary Walter. Kayla Charnay Washington Crosby. Maya Monet Watson. Abigail Grace Webb. Stephen Brian Whedon. Conrad Thomas Weatherall. Isis Alexandria Whips. James Declan Wilkins. Kamora Nicole Williams. Jack Stephen Wilson. Leah Elnoria Wyndham. Zion Nassim Bird Winstead. Winter Breen Womack. Daryl Malik Woodland. Braden Joseph Woods. Jada Delia Wolford. Melena Joy Ray. Roman Walter Ray. Hala Ahmed Yahya. Hallie Elizabeth Jensen. Ursa Zafar. Karamia Faye Zamarella. Reba Zara. Daniel Adonis Tabora Martinez. Shahir Ansari.
Joseph Lee Decker. Walter Ayomide Adekumbi.
Thank you. Members of the class of 2024, could you please stand? Please stand. You entered this afternoon as students, but you leave as graduates. To symbolize your accomplishment, please move your tassel to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, the Catonsville High School class of 2024. Please join us in the singing of our alma mater. Audience members, if you could please remain seated until all of our honored guests and graduates have exited the arena. You will be able to join your graduates outside in the courtyard. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful day. Congratulations.